All right, I'm keeping things very, very simple. I'm only going to be using this right here. So this is the trimmer. Actually got this from Walmart. Pretty standard, nothing fancy. It's actually not even the best to be using, but it's nice and cheap. So I got this right here. I have my Walls clippers. These are old as well. I've had these for a very, very long time, but they serve purpose. I have a 1 guard right here. You can see the 1 right there on the back. I got a 1 guard, and then I got a 2 guard right here. So these are only 2 I'm going to be using. And then I have a brush, just a standard brush, nothing too crazy, nothing expensive, nothing fancy, just a brush. Now, first thing first, I'm gonna take my do-rag off. So normally I wouldn't have to use a brush if I was just giving myself a lineup. So if I was just giving myself a nice line around, I would not be using a brush. But the fact of the matter is I got a lot of gray hairs on the temple, so I need to go ahead and shave those off. So what I'm going to be doing is giving myself a nice little temp fade right there, fading up into here. So I need to make sure I'm brushing my hairs right, but I'm still gonna give myself a nice line. And I'm also gonna hit the back. So if I'm gonna give myself a fade right up here and the temp fade, I'm gonna give myself a fade down here in the back too. No, it's not a bald spot. It's just the way the crown is. I have to brush it. So gotta brush the crown. You guys know the drill. Y'all not new to this. But yeah, so the waves are still there. I'm not too concerned about the waves nowadays. I used to be all about it. I used to give myself brush sessions like crazy, but not anymore, man. I'm 34 years old and I just don't really care that much. But the waves are in there and they're gonna always be there as long as I keep hair on my head. Even when I shave it all the way down to like a -1, or actually I don't think you can do a -1. I'm just making up things at this point, but you know what I mean. When I get it super, super low, you can still see the waves. But that's neither here or there. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing first, we have to brush. All right, that's good enough, guys. Like I said, you just want to brush the hairs because I am going to be cutting a bit. You don't want your hairs laid down on your head. So if you do start with the do-rag on, you need to take it off and get your nice little brush session in. Nothing too crazy. So now we're going to go ahead and start right here. First thing first, with the wall clippers, open is when the clipper lever is all the way down to the bottom of the clipper. So that is open. We're going to close all the way. So we're going to pull the lever all the way up and we're going to close the blades. So I'll go all the way to the top of the connection of my ear and my head. Right there, I draw a nice little line. This right here is your bald line. And then I'm going to open the clippers with the lever all the way down, and I'm gonna do another line. This time I'm only doing a little flicking motion, just a little bit above where I just drew the first line. So the second line is just gonna be a little flicking motion. Then I'm gonna throw on my 1 guard right there, make sure it's secure. And I'm gonna go ahead and close the clippers again. So pulling the lever all the way up. Again, another flicking motion. And then I'm also now going to brush my hair down a little bit just to make sure everything is decent. And then now I'm going to open the clippers with the 1 guard and I'm going to hit another line. As you see, it's starting to get faded up. So now I'm going to put the 2 guard on and I'm going to go ahead and close the lever and I'm going to flick all the way up so I can blend all of this. Now, if you want to touch it up, you can go back and do it again, but this is decent enough for me. As you see, everything is blended all the way up. When I throw a line on there, you'll see how crisp it can get, but that right there is the basics. So I am going to redo just a little bit, and then I'm going to do the other side. So that's the motion of how we are blending our temp fade. Sometimes what you want to do is go back to the no guard, and you want to hit your lines with the corner of the blades. And that right there is to get a nice clean blend. Good to go for right now. And then now I'm going to do the other side. Based on the way that I like my waves to go, I'm brushing down on this side, as you notice, brushing down on this side, and then on this side I'm actually going sideways. So that's just based on the way I like my waves to go. I like to have a slight swirl going on. As you see, my waves aren't going straight down like this, they're actually going to the side like this, because that's how I brush. So that right there is the decent and simple way to fade your temp. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the back so you can see that as well. All the same movements. We're going to close the guard, open the guard, close the guard, open the guard, just like that. All right, you guys, so that right there, decent for me. As you see, everything is faded up all the way. Now, I can go back and clean it up a bit, which I most likely will, but what I like to do first is get my line up to see what it's actually looking like when I have a crispy line on. So what I'm gonna do now is just go ahead and line up the whole head, so you'll see how that's done. Someone told me a long time ago, one of my guys, he told me the best way to line your head up is to think of this. You want to grab hair and drag down. Grab a little bit of hair and drag down. So wherever you want your line to be, you drag that hair down. So that's just a little, you got to think about that when you're doing it. You're taking some hair and you're shaving it off. Taking hair and shaving it off. That's all you're really doing. So figure out where you want your line to be and get it done. So let's get right to it. So I just did a lot right there, guys, but that right there is pretty much how you're going to get your curve. They have devices where you can actually put something on your head and you can trace it. But, you know, I've been doing it for quite a while. So I just come in here like this and get a nice little curve action going. And then I sharpen it up and just get those hairs off. I use the corner of the trimmers and also do another line just to shape it up like that and get it nice and crispy. And then for here, you guys saw how I did that. So yes, your boy is missing some hair right here, as you see, and it's on the other side right there. I may pull out the fibers today, but I probably won't, guys. I'm just gonna clean it up as best as I can. But as you notice, guys, it's getting nice and crispy already. So let's just continue. I'm gonna hit the other side. I'm gonna finish the front. We'll be good to go. Hit the back, and then we got a crispy cut for the free ski at the crib. One thing I actually forgot to tell you guys is that I do like to trim up my front hairline. And I'm noticing that as when I'm trying to get my line in, I got some hairs on there that's irritating me. So with the one guard on and the lever closed, that right there, guys, is just me taking off some hair on the hairline. That is how I'm getting a more cleaner look. My fault, guys, I forgot to tell you about getting that hair off of your ear. So you do need to go behind your ear and actually curve that line as well. Clean that line up. I'm thinking of things as I go, so if I miss anything, I apologize. Y'all comment down below and let me know. Y'all remember when I said that once you get the line up, all the fades will start coming together and everything will start looking like something. So as you notice from the back, it's actually looking pretty decent, pretty legit, as you guys notice. So that's pretty legit for me. Y'all, this is a free cut at the crib. All right, I did have to pay for the equipment, but I've been using this equipment for a very long time. So this is a easy self cut right here. But as you notice, temp fade looking good as well. That came together. Got the nice sharp lineup right here. You can always continue to go back in and fix things, but keep in mind, you don't want to just keep overdoing it, keep going in, because eventually you'll mess something up. So once you like how it's looking, leave it alone. Y'all, this will get you through at least a week or two. I don't know how long you like your fresh cuts to last, but for me, I like to touch my hair up every 2 weeks. And this right here is coming off of 2 weeks ago. I did shave it all the way down or cut it all the way down. And so that's why it's like this. It grew for 2 weeks and now it's time to line it up. And it's gonna hold me for another 2 weeks. So for about a month, I'm good to go. And I only cut my hair like once a month. Sometimes I go longer if I want to woof and actually do something with my waves. But as you guys notice, it's looking pretty legit. All right, and last thing I want to show you guys is that I do go in with the lever open in my one guard, and I do come down this way. So instead of flicking up, I do come down this way just to smooth things out just a bit more. For me, that's like putting in the final touches. So, and there we have it, guys. Cut, complete, line up, complete. I'm back on point. Like I said, guys, I am missing some hair right here, but I'm not too concerned right now because I'm a grown man and I'm married and I have a family and who cares, right? But I am missing some hair right there. Not gonna mess around with the fibers and all that. Not gonna do none of that. Definitely not no Beijing. And as you see, everything's thinning out over here too, but hey y'all, we still on point, we still looking good. Hey, when you look good, feel good, take care of yourself, man. Now the reason I brought you this video is because you guys have been tearing up the video where I did my self cut, and this was a couple years ago. So I just wanted to show you guys the progress and how I've come this far. If you like this video, I do encourage you guys to check out this video right here. You will not regret it. This is going to continue to help you with your self grooming. Fellas, I'm talking to you. Get right, watch this video, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.